is Mohd Haziq bin Nawawi, boarding card number 218173009.
Hello, my name is Iskandar Bin Yaacub, holding matric card number 2190065.
My name is Mark David Isaacs, bearing card matric number 219173886.
Okay, and mine is Nellson Garai, which is holding matric box is 218173224. Okay, we have choose for the Sibu airport for our this coursework, okay, which is located in Sibu, Sarawak. And then move to the first point.
Okay, first of all, I would like to explain about the overview of this Sibu airport. First, it is located in Sarawak, which is in the east of Malaysia, and the IATA and the ICAO code is SBW Sierra Bravo Whiskey, and the ICAO is Whiskey Bravo Golf Sierra. Okay, for the next, the Sibu airport serves mainly for the three airlines, and the most common of these airports just serve for the Malaysia Airlines and AirAsia. So they serve the passengers from the Sibu airport to other places in the Malaysia, such in the Peninsular Malaysia, such as Kuala Lumpur, Kuching, Johor Bahru, Mirin, and Kuala Kinabalu. And the current business model, they gain the profits. This airport gain profits itself from the outlets that have been developed in the airport. The outlets have three types. The first one is food and beverages outlets. Second one is the service outlets, which consists of baggage packaging, and the third one is for the retail outlets. And for the last years, they have gained 4.5 million profits from the outlets and 3.05 ringgit for each of the passengers. So we will stick to Mark.
Alright, so now I will explain the current details of Sibu Airport. So Sibu Airport is located 23 kilometers southeast of Sibu city itself. And this is the aerodrome layout of Sibu Airport. It has a singular runway known as runway 13/21. Okay, so as for the apron details of Sibu Airport, where the planes come and park at the terminal, it has a pavement classification number of 55/R/C/X/T. That means that it is composed of rigid concrete, and it has a fairly low subgrade strength of bearing the grade level C. Also, when we put X, it means that it can support a maximum tire pressure of 1.5 megapascals. And T means the classification number was derived by technical evaluation. And so, lately when the Sibu Airport experienced renovation around 2008, there was an extension to the helicopter landing platforms. And how the planes come and park at the terminal is based on a finger concept, with the only exception of bays 1A and 1B facing away from the terminal. And it has an elevation of 37.2 meters from sea level, and it has an inertial navigation system checkpoint at the parking base. Okay, so these are the stands located at Sibu Airport. In total, there are 11 stands. As I mentioned earlier, stands 1A and 1B are facing away from the terminal itself. Usually, these stand numbers are allocated for the DHC-6 of type of aircraft. So, and the remainder of the stand aircraft is 2A, 2A2B, 3A3B, 4, 5, and 6. Why it is important to separate this classification is because stands number 2 and 3, including 2A and 2B, 3A and 3B, is dedicated for the A320 and the B737 type of aircraft. Now, I highlighted stands number 2 and 3 specifically in purple. This is because these two spaces are specially dedicated for the A330 type of aircraft, and the remainder 456 are for other code C aircraft. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, Sibu Airport has one runway. This is known as runway 30-31, and it has a maximum length of almost 3 kilometers. More specifically, it's 2 kilometers and 865 meters. It has a width of 25 meters and a shoulder length of 7.5 meters. It has the pavement classification number of 61/F/C/X/E. So the pavement is made of asphalt, therefore giving it classification of F, meaning it's flexible. It has high intensity Cat 1 lights at 309 degree azimuth and high intensity simple approach lights at 129 degree azimuth. The difference is because one is to support the B737 and the A320 and A330 type of aircraft, and the simple intensity lights is for the other type of aircraft like the Fokker and the DHC-6 aircraft. Okay, and Sibu Airport has 3 taxiways. It has namely Alpha, Bravo and Charlie. Taxiways Alpha and Bravo have the same pavement classification number as the runway itself. So it has a width of 23 meters. Lately, there was an addition, taxiway Charlie. Taxiway Charlie has a pavement classification number of 17/F/C/X/E and a width of 17 meters. Why the pavement classification number is lower is because it is an extension leading to the helicopter base. So, and also another thing to note, it has a VOR checkpoint at holding point TWY8. This is located at taxiway Alpha. Okay, so this is the layout of the terminal apron base. As I mentioned earlier, base 1A and 1B, which is up there, is facing away from the terminal itself, and the remainder parking bays are facing the terminal. And this is what I mentioned earlier, the TWY8. This is where the VOR checkpoint is for the day. And this is the new taxiway Charlie leading to the helicopter landing base. Okay, now I pass over to my team member.
Alright, thank you, Mark. Alright, I will proceed with the terminal upgrades and modifications for Sibu Airport. In order to have 4F aircraft in Sibu Airport, we must develop a few things that is applied on terminal and apron. So for the first one is new terminal type. We decide to develop new terminal. It is because the current terminal that we have cannot afford 4F aircraft. And in fact, the current stand that we have can support up to 4C aircraft. And the new thing that the type that we use is linear type, as the current layout is Sibu Airport is using the linear type, so we just follow the arrangement and we just do some expansions on right beside stand 6. Alright. For the average, we will have 3 new average. Maximums, we all know that the biggest commercial airplane that ever made is A380. In order to have a sufficient capacity to handle 4F aircraft, we suggest to have 3 new average in order to supply passengers and cleaning service. Alright, in the terminal sections, it would better if we have new gate sections, which is we suggest to have 3 new gate sections. Why we state that 3 new gate sections must be developed? It's because in the previous years, in 2018, Sibu Airport experienced an increasing in passenger and airplane. For the passengers, Sibu Airport received 5.5% increasing from the last years, and for the aircraft that received to the Sibu Airport, we have an increasing of 12.2. Averagely, from the past 8 years, we will have an increasing of capacity that the capacity that we need is 6.5%. Alright, that is for terminal upgrade modifications. Alright, in the terminal also, we suggest to have UK check-in desk. We know that UK check-in desk have advantage and disadvantage. Disadvantages is we can have an automated systems where baggage loader, and baggage belt will be used during the check-in system compared to UK style check-in desk. But disadvantages is we would have less space is provided. But in order to have a bigger space, another development that we need to concern regarding the engineer and the resource available on the terminal itself. Alright, the other facilities that we suggest that have is duty-free shops, vendor retail, rest area, and baby care. Alright, for the apron development, again, we are going to develop a new apron. But before we start to do anything with the sense, we suggest to have a fixed installed equipment such as fuel lines and hydrants, compressed air hookups, and electrical power system. Alright, as the innovations, we would have an equipment named as standalone fixed ground power unit. This standalone FGP unit will convert the current supplies either into low voltage or high voltage according to 4F aircraft requirements. Alright, for the pavement of the apron, we will have rigid pavement for the concrete. This is because during aircraft on the stands, you will have much times, around 30 minutes or up to 90 minutes. And this pavement is to support the weight of aircraft itself. The reason why we use concrete is much more stronger than asphalt. Asphalt is lower grade of pavement. By using concrete, there will be no bumpy surface because of the weight of the aircraft. Alright, for the bearing strength, we will have 80 for the bearing strength, R for the rigid,
because it's concrete.
yeah, and A is for a high capacity to receive the weight for the subgrade. And for W is there is no tire pressure or else high tire pressure that concrete pavement can have. Alright, for the T is technical evaluation. We will evaluate all the resources and all the data available. We will analyze it before we officially receive the 4F aircraft. Okay, during the construction of the pavement, we would suggest that for the subbase is 4-inch. Subbase is the ground surface, and the surfacing itself that receive the momentum of the aircraft weight is 6-inch. These are the recommended by the FAA in 2005 during the early years officially introduced of A380, the biggest commercial airplane. Alright, according to ICAO Aerodrome Reference Code, Elementary Table 11, they state that for the apron, it must be sloped away from the terminal, because we must avoid the accumulation of oil leakage or something dangerous happens, something liquid dangerous. So this is the function of the slopeway. So other than that, we would have 7.5 meter clearance from the size from the A-frame. These are the safety steps that provided by the ICAO safety guide. Alright, for the apron taxiway centerline to object is 57.5. 4F aircraft is a wide body aircraft, and normally they need more space in order to have a reverse and turn around when they want to enter the runway. Alright, these are the requirements that required by ICAO Aerodrome Reference Code. Alright. Other than that, obviously we will have apron ground equipment. For 4 aircraft, we will add some of the equipment that current equipment that we have at Sibu Airport. Alright, for the 4 aircraft requirement, we will have a catering truck equal to 4. It's because we need to serve front and rear of the aircraft, upper deck and lower deck. Alright, by using this elevation truck, we would save up to 36 minutes. Then we have compared, we use a trolley lift entering from the aero bridge. Alright, another equipment that we will use is a heavier tow bar tractor. We suggest that Sibu Airport using TMX 550, because this type of tow bar can handle up to biggest commercial airplane, which is A380. There will be 2 bowsers needed for each wing, as we serve maximum numbers of engine is E4, so both sides are equal to 2, and one bowser will serve each wing for 2 engines. Alright, toilet, waste and service truck is only 1, and other 19 necessary ground equipment is we have at the cover out, and there is no more purchase that we need to have. And need to be advised that there will be no icing and de-icing equipment, as we have Sibu Airport located in Malaysia and in a tropical environment. Alright, that is for terminal upgrade and apron upgrades. So I will proceed with Nellson.
Okay, for next. Okay, for me. Okay, we have for airfield. This is for airfield, which is the development of turnaround degree, taxiway, and runway for aircraft. Which this Sibu Airport actually is not support for the 4F aircraft, which is A380 and Boeing 737. Yeah.
It is currently a 4C airport.
Yeah.
We want to upgrade it to a 4F airport.
We actually it's not that we can say that it's not upgrade, because we have developed the new runway, new taxiway for this aircraft to land for. Okay, next. Okay, why? Okay, example, this is the taxiway for aircraft. Okay, next. Okay, this is for runway to order the spot for aircraft, which is this one is for the small aircraft. And then this one is Code A, which is for aircraft, which is A380 and Boeing 747. Okay, this is the lane which we developed the new one. Okay, this is the lane of the code for aircraft. Next.
Okay, next I will explain about the ORAT consideration. ORAT stands for Operational Readiness, Activation and Transitions. And before that, we will contribute to the ORAT team, which consists of three, which are airport stakeholders, the government itself, and the government bodies, and the third one is the construction stakeholders. So before the ORAT is a process that we will do before the airport is ready to operate for aircraft. And then before we will accept the new for aircraft to land to our airport, and then we need to have the license of the aerodrome from the ICAO, and then we will do this checklist before it can accept the aircraft, such as parkments, marking, and equipment. And next, so for the ORAT, we will follow the ICAO specification for the Annex 14, which we have to provide the emergency services, visual expo navigation, and aerodrome data. So this will, if anything happens in the airport, then there will have something to cover the. And the last one, the airport safety units, they need to do the regular inspections to ensure that the runway and the airport itself to ready to accept any aircraft, and they have to inspect for the wildlife control and the environment itself at the airport. And next.
So this is the suggestions that we would have on Sibu Airport after we have analyzed all data that available. So
okay, this is Sibu Airport. We have to develop this because the increasing of the people among the surround, which this Sibu Airport is, they support too much area, which in Sarawak, which in Sarawak is only have 4, I think, for airport, which if we develop this airport, it could be help to.
It can service areas in
Yeah.
Indonesia, Philippines. So we can transform it from more than just a regional airport into an international airport, and thus we can also help relieve the burden from the Kuching International Airport. So, and also we want to make sure that we fulfill all the regulations and make sure the airport is ready for operation to avoid a similar incident which happened in St. Helena Airport, in which when the airport was launched, they encountered all problems. So we want to make sure everything is not only in regulation, but is ready to serve the passengers.
right, that's it from our group. So thank you, Bucks, thank you, Sasro.
Okay then.